Hello, high flyers, and welcome to February 19th. Today is the first day of Pisces season. Feeling them emotions deeply, are we? Today I ask you to remain open to other people's perspectives and to unexpected invitations as you lean into opportunities to embrace community. 3 aspects today of perspective, belonging, and flexibility. Number 3, giving us flexibility, belonging with the 3 of Cups. Now that we are in the sign of Cups in Pisces season, let's see what angel spirits and guides, 1111 on the timer, have to say for our viewer today. What do we need to see, hear, and know? What else do we have for the beautiful viewers? And this the February the 19th. First day of Pisces season and last leg of winter. And any further cards, as well as underlying energies for our viewer today. Purple, developmental clarity. So looking at getting new perspectives today. Listening to people's opinions, searching for that sense of belonging is helping you to develop mental clarity about our life, mental clarity about the who is important to us, what enriches our life with that idea of belonging, and receiving some mental clarity about who belongs in our life. Purple coming with those spiritual chakras, the third eye and the crown chakra, inviting you to open up to the wisdom and to seeing what serves you. With purple, seeing more clearly as you develop mental clarity. And activate your healing power. Activate your healing power. Blue, this ultraviolet blue, we associate with Archangel Michael. It's also connected to Archangel Raphael with the energy of healing. Also, this is an opportunity, 333, to find that belonging and find healing in your belonging. To also offer healing in the sense that as we allow ourselves to hear the perspectives of others without that whole needing to be right thing, we open up to more healing energies. We open up to being more flexible. Also, the more flexible we are with our thoughts, with our actions, in accordance to our boundaries, the more room we have for that healing energy. Bringing you back into alignment with 37, making 11. Red, free yourself from pain. So we have some pain, maybe some oppositely, some feeling of not belonging today. If I can be vulnerable, I was feeling that today. Already. She had a bit of a rough morning with all these fresh emotional waters. And I say that because we all go through it. We all experience pain. We all get to get grounded again. This is that root chakra energy. That scarlet red also opens us up to success, opens us up to that successful release, that's a successful healing point when we decide to free ourselves from pain, to allow that cycle to complete so that you can awaken your creativity. Amber. We call back our power through our attention. Embrace the changes, 5:55 on the timer. You awaken your creativity by being more flexible, by gaining new perspective from others' opinions, by appreciating the diversity in the world, or is that creative energy that has created the diversity, and it is the diversity that adds to the creative potential and to the creations, the creating. I came here to do the creating, not to make it happen. So it's about awakening your creativity, which is to say our devotion to creating the life we desire. Brown, establish boundaries. One day at a time, one step at a time, one leaf at a time, we're unfolding, growing, reaching, falling once again into depths of pain in order to climb back into that seat of power, that seat of creative energy, sacral chakra, the amber. And it's funny because today I read a post about how amber sometimes in capsules, fossilized amber, encapsulates bits of oxygen, and that oxygen was far more, some of these bubbles that were extracted from the amber were higher than oxygen by like 50% than we are now. But giving yourself the room to breathe is what that's telling me. That new perspective, by establishing boundaries with our past, by establishing flexible boundaries as well, being able to have boundaries but be flexible, being able to have boundaries enough to reach for mental clarity, to lean into growth, and to remember your boundaries when you go out into community gatherings as well. It's also bringing us to our awareness of when boundaries come into play. We have silver, be persistent. It's that persistence to find the silver lining within, to find the silver lining in whatever it is we've been going through, whatever pain arises today, whatever doubt perhaps even arises around belonging, that Three of Cups energy. Be persistent and allow the cycle to complete. Allow yourself to see the underlying lessons, the silver lining. Also uncovering your shimmer, uncovering your shine as you be persistent. Persistent, be flexible, persistent to lean into connection, to lean into the cycles. Watermelon, have fun with your inner child. some more grounding energies. Also heart chakra energies. Got that inner child coming through, that playful inner self, that inner innocent piece of us that started our whole is the root, if you could say, of our desire. That inner child wants you to have fun with it, wants you to nourish yourself, to remain hydrated. A reminder to drink some water, perhaps some watermelon juice. Watermelon red foods help us to ground as well, so that can help balance the root chakra, help you to free from these pain cycles. This is allowing you to connect to body, mind, and soul, the number 3, as you have fun with your inner child. And finally, we have coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life, as it's 11:11 on the timer. Allow yourself to be in alignment, to keep reaching for alignment, for that belonging, leaning into belonging, to where we belong, to the colleagues, co-workers, and companions that are moving forward with us, that want to get into the flow, that want you to help you to get into the flow as well. And when we remain more flexible, like the coral, in the ebb and flow of the ocean, able to receive the nutrients for growth, we're able to receive those synchronicities, which is to say those telling signs when it's time to go within and look for those silver linings, but also receiving the inspiration to get into the flow, the opportunity to get into the flow by opening our ears to others' opinions today, so that we can gain new perspective with the world being one of our cards of the day. So, angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors, what do we have for the viewer today? Three come out. What else do we have for the viewer today? What do we need to know, see, and hear? Our underlying card energy, of course, we have some root chakra energy coming through, leading us to the strength. Today is, the pain comes up. And actually, reflecting on, so I was walking today, and why there was just a pain, a feeling of not belonging coming up. Once again, I was reminded that these are those cycles that help us to awaken our strength, to tune into our stability. It also helping you build stability. Well, having gone through the trials and tribulations without having dipped back down into those periods of pain, that ebb and flow, it's helping you expand your ceiling as well, expand your capacity of what we can support in our life. But also lean on your support at this time with strength, your companions, friends, to help you to gain new perspective and to find that silver lining. Because we came here for happiness, and your greatest creative gift is your gift of happiness, as Abraham would say. Awaken your creativity, awaken your creative light. It's the smile, the happiness that pours forth when we're doing more of what we love. Often when we feel like unhappy, you know, A, when was the last time you danced? B, you need a time for you to do more of what you love to do. Help to awaken that happiness, and nurture that sacral chakra with orange. Allowing that flow and synchronicity, opening up and being more flexible to invitations, and just releasing some of the rigidity that we can develop through and sometimes develop rigid boundaries from a place of hurt. Hunger. Again, that solar plexus energy is that hunger to create, hunger for a new perspective, for more knowledge, hunger to belong. We all hunger to belong, to find our belonging, to find the soil in which we will grow best. We all hunger for support and clarity. We also hunger for happiness and these cycles of angry perhaps about all of the different ways we're being asked to meet life, to go through life, to ride these cycles again and again. As it's just like right when we think we're off the roller coaster, here comes another one sometimes. But be persistent. Don't let yourself get angry over others' opinions as well today. Allow yourself to hear a new perspective. Don't try to be right, which also goes with being rigid. Stop the anger in its tracks. Stop by stopping being rigid and free yourself from pain. Stop and allow yourself to be more flexible. Stop responding and from a place of pain. As hard as that is, again, free yourself from pain. So you can create the space, the healthy boundaries that have open doors for those that lift us up, for those that feed our soul. We also are creating this space for healing as we have fun with our inner child. Going into that space of the mind as well, to be present, to draw on the power of presence that allows us to gain that perspective. Protection. So this journey with our inner child today is protected, and you are protecting yourself through boundaries, but you're protecting yourself from becoming so inflexible. So there's protection and flexibility, because we become so inflexible or so rigid, so routine. We get out of that flow, that synchronicity. There's protection in that flow state because we see the synchronicities. We feel the illumination of spirit within, of that creative source energy, the light, the sun, solar plexus energy, the sun in our solar system, You're illuminating your creative spirit, your creative hunger, and your happiness, finding happiness along the way. At least that's the invitation for today. Now, just one of the last cards on this deck before I go ahead and shuffle, which I had left sitting up, was the Sun card. That kind of matches up here with this card of illumination and awaken your creativity and growth and boundaries. Yeah, there's boundaries with the Sun as well too. You know, if we were any closer, life on Earth would be much different. If we were any further away from the Sun, life on Earth would be much different. Angel spirits and guides, ascended masters and ancestors, what do we have for the viewer today? What do we need to know, see, and hear? What else do we have for the viewer today? Any further cards as well as the underlying energy for our viewers? What do we need to know, see, and hear? So our underlying energy is finding that connection, leaning into self-mastery, and fitting in where we get in. Number 3 coming through with our number of the day. We also have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is coming together with people and collaborating for new perspectives, collaborating on finding the boundaries, on testing the boundaries with the mountain in the background, testing the boundaries of your connection today, testing the boundaries of your mental clarity and your healing power, your strength and your hunger to create, your hunger to keep moving forward. The Chariot card, bringing us the energy of both the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. So when we come together under the Earth, Moon, and the Sun, you have been created as this vessel wearing this pentacle. You are this chariot. Your body holsters this strength that is displayed here with the horse, but also this deep knowing, as well as the illumination that comes with moving forward with alignment. The Chariot card brings with it the challenge of bringing our horses into cooperation, into coherence. So typically in our typical tarot, the horses are pulling in opposite directions, kind of reiterating that the tugs of the mind and the heart. Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity to get grounded, to create something new, for yourself, to experience something with this body, with your chariot, to experience your creative energy, also to get grounded and to see See how we've grown through the years, through the rings, through these cycles of anger, through cycles of pain. Stop and allow this death, this ending, this chapter to close. Allow this old piece of you to wither and die. Death is uncomfortable, to say the least, but it is necessary and inevitable. Allow this ego death today that's stopping you from seeing perspective, that's stopping you from creating with this vessel. Spirit wants you to stand strong in the eyes of death energy today and take back your power. Own your personal power. Own your creative energy. Receive this spark of the divine. Receive this insight with Father of the Wands or the King of Wands. We may have a fire sign in our life. You may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, with the Father of Wands. But being the father to your inner child that you wish you would have had, perhaps, with having fun with our inner child. And cobras, they're snake charmers. Can you charm your inner child today and open up that space for healing power? Son of Swords. Free yourself from these mental traps, from any ideas of not belonging. We just went through a whole sign of Aquarius that was getting us to free ourselves from these mental traps, to own our mental power. This is a message to find clarity, to keep searching for that clarity, that illumination, that creative spark. Because you're finding this connection and stability, the strength, connection to your deepest inner knowing with this magenta, and blue reminding us of that connection to our healing power, where source light is at the center, where love, creative energy, and unconditional love are at the center. We have the Five of Wands. So this is the card's probably going to come out a lot this year, as it is an 8-year overall, and the year of the wood dragon. We have the wands. They're going to be very prevalent this year. Also earth signs, but lots of wood wands, because fire dragons, also wood, the wand energy with the wood dragon. And this idea of power struggles is going to be something that we may be facing a lot this year. So, prepare ourselves for it. Allow ourselves, get into a place where maybe we're not getting angry about when these things come up. When these, it's just an opportunity to find the silver lining, to allow your ego to soften further, because judgment is in order. Asking you, will you find your freedom? Will you find your flexibility and free yourself from the drama? Free yourself from, what's the word? Should use it in the book. Free yourself from the minutia, from all the drama of the crowds of people. Finding this awakening, this enlightenment, this new perspective, as you elevate your consciousness, as you elevate with and lighten up as well with the dove. Also, this energy of developing your relationship with these cycles of finding stability, but also being able to be flexible enough to have new experiences, to gain new perspective, to continue to have boundaries, but allow ourselves to grow. February 19th, a social journey of spiritual contentment. Marking the first day of the empathic Pisces season, flexibility with the number 3 asks you to let go of your rigid plans and embrace the unexpected invitation that comes your way. Whether you meet someone new or study a new subject, forget what you think you know and open your mind to the perspectives of others. Open your mind. That illumination card. Plus, belonging with the 3 of Cups invites you to make the most of your relationships with the people around you. Seek out opportunities to get to know your colleagues, call a childhood friend on your lunch break, or attend a happy hour you would otherwise pass up. Revel in the joys of community and remember that life can be much sweeter when shared with the love of others. As you embrace the social day, perspective of the world asks you to take a step back and appreciate it all. Rather than getting lost in the minutiae of conversation, listen openly to the words of others and find peace in the diversity of human experience. Yeah, rather than not getting angry, trying bar offended. All that part of you too, dying with there, that ego. And remember that you don't have to agree with everyone today, but there's always more to discover if you're open to seeing the big picture. Yeah, that big picture. Picture of the mountain, coming together with others so we can see the big picture. Today's mantra, I will take a step back and appreciate the diversity of others. And stop and take some time to appreciate the diversity of others. Today's journal prompt, what friend, colleague, or companion truly embraces my life experience? Truly enriches my life experiences. Today's ritual, text 3 close friends from varying walks of life and ask them a question you've been too shy to ask. That's it. See where the conversation takes you. Born on this day, Nicholas Copernicus, Polish mathematician, astronomer who theorized the planets revolve around the sun. Again, more illumination, solar plexus energy, creative energy, 3:33 on the timer, body, mind, and soul. Born on this day, again, we have Millie Bobby Brown, English actor, and Amy Tan, American author, said this. Amy Tan, I said Amy, wow. Amy Tan said this. Then you must teach my daughter the same lesson. How to lose your innocence, but not your hope. How to laugh forever. Ooh. To me, that's keeping alive that creative spark within. How to laugh forever, to have fun with our inner child. Free yourself from pain. Laughing activates that healing power. So I hope this finds you on a beautiful altitude today. I love you. Take care. Namaste.